Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm teacher NAZZATULSHIMA binti ZOLKIFLI from SMK AGAMA ARAU PERLIS. Okay, so for today, we are going to focus on reading paper SPM 1119/1. Okay, so we have 5 parts for reading paper. For today, we are going to focus on part 4. Okay, so please be with me in POT PERLIS online teaching. PERLIS leads Salam Malaysia Madani. Okay, so part 4 is known as gap text. Okay, so gap text, okay, meaning to say in part 4, it is an extended text as well. Okay, so next. Okay, for part 4, gap text, okay, it is a text about 350 to 750 words, okay, including gap sentences. Okay, so for this one, okay, the text is it's quite lengthy, okay, but don't worry, there are only 6 missing sentences, okay. So here, there are 6 missing sentences, meaning to say it is being removed from the text. Okay. So for these 6 missing sentences, there are 8 options. Okay. There are 6 missing sentences, but there are 8 options. What happened to another 2? A big question mark, right? Okay. So, we are going to find out after this. Okay, next one. So, for this type of question, okay, part 4, gap text, what you are supposed to do is, the first one, you have to read through the entire text carefully. So, first you have to read, okay, so read the entire text carefully. Okay, so what is the meaning of carefully? So, when you read, okay, the text, okay, you need to identify, okay, identify what is the main idea as a whole, okay, and then what is the main idea for each paragraph. So, let's say if there is 6 paragraphs, so you need to identify each main idea for each paragraph. So, meaning to say paragraph 1, what is the main idea? Paragraph 2, what is the main idea? Paragraph 3 up to paragraph 6, for example. Okay, so next, try to identify what each paragraph is about. So, I already mentioned about that, right? Okay, read through the options given. Okay, so the options given, okay, like I said earlier, there are 8 options. Okay, so you need to identify each of the options. Okay, so I'm going to tell you after this how we are going to identify each options given in the question. Okay, so next one, look out for linkers. Okay, what is linkers? Okay, some of you are saying linkers, okay, penanda wacana. Or some of you might be saying transitional markers. Some of you might be saying it's about cohesive devices. Actually, it's the same, right? So, look out for linkers in the text that show how the text is structured. So, how the text is structured. So, if you look carefully, okay, and you identify the linkers that being used in the text, you are going to know, okay, the link, okay, between one sentence to another, the flow of the text, okay. So, meaning to say, for example, we have before that, after that. So, you know already, that is a clue given there. So, before that, so meaning to say, the things or the event is already happened before. Okay, but if the clue is after that, so you know already what will be happen next after that. Okay, so next one, do not concentrate on individual sentences, but the ideas or event as a whole. Okay, so when you know the topic already, okay, so you need to concentrate it as a whole. Okay, do not base on your individual assumption. Okay, so next one. To check if your sentence fits into the gap, look carefully. So first you need to check if your sentence fits into the gap. Look carefully at the information that comes before and after. So the word here before and after the gap. So let's say in one of the missing sentence, okay, in the middle, how you are going to identify the answer, the missing sentence for that particular number. So first, you need to look for the words or phrases before the missing sentence and after the missing sentence. Then you are going to recognize, okay, what sentence is missing. Okay, so next one, check that the ideas flow logically. So you need to check the ideas, okay, how the flow of the text, okay, how the flow. If the text is about story, so you know already a story, it might have the, let's say, the introduction of the story. Okay, and then next you have the climax and then the end of the story. Okay, so you know there is a flow if the text is taken from the story. Okay, however, if the text is about facts, it's quite difficult. Okay, some of the students are saying, teacher, okay, if it is about facts, so it's quite difficult for us to identify what are the missing sentences. But don't worry, okay, if you know the correct technique, how to tackle that kind of question, you will be okay. Don't worry, okay? So how about if the text is about a process? Okay, so you know already if it is a process, linkers might be helpful. So try to identify the linkers and then you know the flow of the process, for example. Okay, so don't worry, we are going to do one of the sample for today. Okay, but I'm sure for that particular sample is not going to cover all the types of gap text. Okay, but don't worry. Okay, so next one. Look out for words that indicate time period. Okay. So words that indicate time period, meaning to say, if there is example, for I've given you earlier about before that, after that. So that is one of the word indicate of the time. So you know already what is happened next, what is happened before. And then for example, if it is the text is about chronological event, for example. So it stated the year 2021 followed by 2022. Okay, 2023. So you know the chronological order of the event. Okay, so instead of the time, okay, it's a time or a year. Okay, next one, cause and effect. Okay. Some of the text, okay, the gap text actually, they are about cause and effect. So if you identify each of the paragraph, okay, you are able to identify, oh, this is the cause of something. And then it leads to the effect, for example. So if the missing sentences is in that particular paragraph that is being mentioned about the effect, so you know already, you are going to find the answers is about the effect. Okay, it's not about the cause because the cause is already mentioned. So try to find the effect from the options given. Okay? Okay, so next one, always check your answers again. So check your answers again by reading the entire text. Okay, so after you have located all the answers, okay, from number 27 to number 32, for example, so you need to reread. Okay, so read again and try to check whether it fits or not. Okay, next one. Okay, so first things first, what we are going to do is, of course, for the missing sentences, we are going to find the clues or the hints. How we are going to find the answers, okay? So, looking for clues or hints, okay? So, main idea of each paragraph. Like I said earlier, when you read the text, you need to find the main idea of the text. Okay, for example, it is about advantages. And then for the second paragraph, it's about disadvantages. So you know already, after you have identified both paragraphs, oh, for the first missing sentence is about advantages. So you need to look for advantages from the option. Okay, so next one, how about pronouns? What is pronouns? Okay, so pronouns is kata nama, kata ganti nama. Okay, so don't worry, we are going to do after this. Okay, about pronouns, how we are going to find the clues or hints that relate to pronoun from the text and from the options. Okay, so next one we have transitional markers. So transitional markers, okay, so like I said earlier, it's about linkers, it's about cohesive devices, okay, that giving clues, okay, of the missing sentences. Okay, it's about time, for example, right? So next one we have words or phrases in context. So words or phrases in context, meaning to say we need to look for the clues before the missing sentence and after the missing sentence. Okay, so next one. Tada! Okay, type of pronouns. Okay, so like I said, okay, we are not going to do the whole topic for pronouns. Okay, so basically we are going to focus the things that related to get text question. Okay, so I would love to highlight here there are two pronouns. Okay, the first one is about personal pronouns. Okay, the second one is about demonstrative pronouns. Okay, so what is personal pronouns? So as you can see here, we have the first one subjective case. Okay, the second one objective case. The third one we have possessive case. Subjective, objective, possessive. Okay, so what is subjective? Okay, I give you one example here. Okay, like okay. Okay. She gives the book to me. Okay? Okay. She gives the book to me, for example. Okay. So, she here, okay, it's called as subjective case. Why? Because she is the person who do the activity or do the activity. Okay, sorry. So the first one, she is subjective case. Okay, it refer to the subject, the person or the doer. Okay, pembuat, right? Okay, so normally she will be in front of the sentence. However, how about me over here? She give the books to me. Okay, she give the books to me. Okay, me. Okay, so she give the books to me. So me is the objective case. Okay, because for example, the books is given to me. Kepada saya. Okay, saya. Okay, the objective here, me. Okay, so the object is being object. Give to whom? To me. Okay, so subjective case we have I, we have we, you, they, he, she, and it. Okay, meaning to say when you read the text, okay, you can identify from the text. Okay, so this is about teenagers, for example. So, teenagers is being mentioned for the first time. We are using the word teenagers. However, if we are mentioning again about teenagers, we are not going to use the same word teenagers, but we are going to replace that with pronouns, kata ganti nama. Okay, so for teenagers, okay, we replace with they, mereka, for example. Okay, so this is what we call the first clue or hints that we are going to look in the gap text. Okay, so you know already. So if that particular subject for that kind of story or text is about teenagers, so the answer might be they. But if one of the option mention about I, okay, you know already that one is not the answer. Okay, okay, next one, objective case. Okay, so this is what we call as an object. Okay, so if I become an object, it will be me. Okay, next one we have us, you, them, him, her, or it. Okay, so this is another clue for gap text. Okay, where you can identify the answers. Okay, next one we have possessive case. Okay, so possessive case mean to say menunjukkan kepunyaan. Okay, so this is my pen. My, so my is possessive case. Okay, the pen is mine. So pen ini saya punya. So the pen, this is my pen. Okay, so we can use my, our, your, their, his, her, its. Okay, so for this one, possessive case. So next, demonstrative pronouns. Okay, so we have 4 here. This, that, these, those. Okay, when you read, okay, the text, okay, in part 4, gap text, you will identify some of the text, okay, they might have this kind of demonstrative pronouns. Okay, so for example, this. What is the meaning of this? This is ini, right? In Malay, ini, right? So, this is a pen. Okay, I'm holding the pen right now. So, this is a pen. Ini pen, right? So, how many? How many pen? Is only one. So, this, ini, is referred to singular. Singular. Okay, it's only one. So, for example, in the picture, this is an apple. It's only one apple, right? So, this. Okay. So, how about that? If you are showing something that is quite far, it's not in front of you, that. Okay? That apple, for example. So, this one is for itu, right? Okay, so this one is for plural. More than one. So, sorry, not plural, sorry. Itu, this one is for singular. Okay, singular. Cancel. Okay, so this one is for singular. Okay, sorry So, that is an apple. Okay, itu apple. It's only one apple, right? Okay, so how about if there are lots of apples? Okay, here are some apples, okay, and there are some apples. So, these apples are mine, for example. So, these, okay, so you are referring to this one. Okay, as you can see, these, okay, these are my apples. So, meaning to say this one is for plural form. Okay, it's more than one. How about those? Those. Okay, you are showing, okay, the apples, okay, not it is not in front of you, okay, it's over there, for example. So, those are my apples. So, this one is also for plural form, okay, which is more than one apples. Okay? Okay. So, next one. Cohesive devices, okay, transitional markers, linkers, whatsoever is the same, right? So, these are some of the cohesive devices. Okay, let's take a look at one here. For example, the result. as a result, therefore. So this kind of linkers or cohesive devices might be telling you, okay, the clues or hints, okay, for the missing sentence. Okay, for example, as a result. You know already, we are using as a result for effects, for example. Okay, there is a cause. Okay, something happened. And what is the effect? As a result, this happened, for example. So if you are given with this kind of options, you know already. So this is telling about the effects of something, for example. Okay? So it's very important to identify some of the linkers or cohesive devices. Okay, now, tada! Okay, sample question, okay, for part 4, gap text, okay. So these are the texts as you can see. Okay, it's quite lengthy, okay, but not too lengthy, okay, don't worry. So how many sentences that being removed, okay, from the text? So we have here number 27, we have 1 here, and then we have 2 here, okay, number 28, and then we have number 29, okay, the third sentence, okay, and then we have number 30, okay, 4 sentences already being removed, okay, and then number 31, so this one is number 5, and then last but not least, number 6, okay, we have number 32, okay, so what is your job, okay, you need to do, okay, you need to identify the missing sentences, okay. So, as I mentioned earlier, you were given a option. Okay? So, meaning to say you have A, option number 1, B, option number 2, C, option number 3, D, option number 4, E, number 5, F, number 6, G, 7, H, 8. So, 8 options. So actually, 6 missing sentences, okay, it only suits for 6 answers. Okay, what happened to those 2? Okay, it's a big question mark, as I said earlier, right? So another 2 we call as distractors. What is distractors? Okay, so these 2 extra sentences is going to distract your attention. Okay. Trying to let you make a mistake, okay? So you need to be careful, okay? You need to identify the 6 missing sentences correctly, okay? Because there are 2 extra sentences we call as distractors, pengacau. Okay? So next one. Okay, so these are the instructions. When you get the question, you need to read the instruction. Question 27 to 32 are based on article about better environment for a better health. So this is based on article. Okay, remember there are some of examples for gap text. We might have a story. We might have an article. Okay, we might have some facts, okay, that may be taken from magazine, for example. Okay, so this particular article, okay, the title is about better environment for a better health. Okay, so this is the relationship, right, between the environment and health. Okay, so this is more to facts, okay, more on factual text. Okay. So 6 sentences have been removed, okay, from the text. Okay, choose from sentences A to H, the one which fits each gap, 27 to 32. So meaning to say, question 27 to 32, right? The missing sentences, okay? There are 2 extra sentences which you do not need to use, okay? Mark your answers on the answer sheet. Okay, so basically, okay, you know already there are 6 missing sentences, there are 8 options, okay, so you need to identify those 6 missing sentences. Next. Okay, how to start? So let us do this together, okay. I hope all of you are going to pay attention, okay. Please bear with me, okay, and then try to get the technique, the correct technique, how you are going to identify the missing sentences. Okay, next. So this is a sample question part 4. Actually, this is taken from a trial paper, SPM, I think it's from SBP, okay, 2024, right? Okay, so the title we have here, Better Environment for a Better Health. Okay, so now the health of environment plays a crucial role in the well-being of all living organisms, including humans. A clean and healthy environment provides the necessary conditions for individuals to thrive and lead healthy lives. However, the declining state of our environment has significant implications for public health. Okay, so first, what you are supposed to do here? Okay, for the first paragraph, okay, you need to identify if there is any missing sentences here. No, right? So, this is an introduction. Okay, so this is an introduction about better environment for a better health. So, when you identify already, oh, so this is the first introduction, there is no missing sentences, so you write introduction here. Okay, got it? Okay, next, we move on to second paragraph. One of the primary concerns is air pollution, which is caused by the emission of harmful substances into the atmosphere. One of the primary concerns is air pollution. So, circle the word air pollution first. Okay. So, which is caused by emissions of harmful substances into the atmosphere. So, you can see this is the cause of air pollution. So, do you remember, as I said earlier, some of the texts they are mentioning about the cause or the factor, okay? And then it might include its effects, okay? What will happen, okay, if there is emission of harmful substances being released into the atmosphere, for example. Okay, the next sentence, tada, the first missing sentences, number 27. Okay, next. These pollutants can lead to respiratory diseases, cardiovascular problems, and even cancer. So as you can see here, can lead. Okay, so it's showing the effects of air pollution. Lead to respiratory diseases, okay, cardiovascular problem, and even cancer. So before that, do you notice there is one word there? These. It's about demonstrative pronouns, right? So, this is referring to singular or plural, more than one. Which one? Is it singular form or plural form? Correct. So, it's about plural form. These pollutants. So, meaning to say, one of the clue for number 27, okay, it is about plural form. Okay, plural. So, it might be more than one. Okay, more than one. So, it might be activity, it might be causes, it might be the effect. Okay, so, you know already the answers are more than one. So, that is the first clue for number 27. Okay, next one. People living in urban areas are particularly vulnerable due to the higher concentration of vehicles and industrial activity. So it's again is about the effect to the people who are living in industrial zone, for example. Okay, so you know already what is the main idea of this paragraph. Okay, only this one, paragraph 2. So it's actually air pollution or effect. Okay, so air pollution or effect. So settle for second paragraph. Next one, paragraph number 3. So water pollution is another critical issue. Another critical issue, water pollution, right? So water pollution is being mentioned here. So previously is about air pollution. So now we have water pollution. One critical issue that affects human health is about affecting human health. Contaminated water sources can lead to variety of waterborne diseases including cholera and dysentery. Okay, so this one, water pollution, okay, one of the main idea here, I think, okay. So lead to, again, is about effect. It's about the effect, again, it's about effect, right? So including cholera and dysentery. So this one, okay, type of diseases. So next, we have the second missing sentence, okay, which is number 28. So in many developing countries, access to clean drinking water is still a significant challenge leading to widespread health issues. Okay, so here as you can see, the first one it mentioned about water pollution and then the effects of contaminated water sources. Okay, the effects, okay, it leads to certain diseases. Okay, next one is about clean drinking water, still a significant challenge. Okay, still it's about water, right? So you know already, so this one is about water pollutions and its effects, right, for this particular paragraph. Okay, so next one, paragraph 4 here. Okay, deforestation and habitat destruction also pose serious threats to public health. So it mentioned about deforestation. Okay, so what happened to the forest nowadays? Okay, so they try to destroy, okay, the forest, okay, the jungle, for example. So habitat destruction, okay, also pose serious threats to public health. When forests are cleared, the natural habitats of many species are destroyed. Okay, so deforestation, so one of the main idea, right? So the causes, okay, so what is the effect, okay, of deforestation? Is about the natural habitats of many species are destroyed. Okay, so that is the effects. Okay, so here effect. Okay, it's about effect. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, so we have done up to 4 paragraphs. Okay, from paragraph 2 up to paragraph 4, as you can see, the each of the paragraph, okay, they are discussing about the cause and the effect. Okay, so maybe maybe about factors that contribute, okay, to the pollution. For example, we have the earlier one, air pollution. Now we have water pollution. Next, we have deforestation. Okay, so all these things is about the environment issues that we are facing nowadays. So you can predict already for each paragraph, okay, it's about cause and effect. Okay, so this is one of the type for factual text. Okay, so next one. Okay, leading to a loss of biodiversity. So again, it's about the effect. Okay, then we have the third one, number 29 here. Okay, another missing sentence. Additionally, deforestation contribute to climate change, which in turn worsen health problems by increasing the frequency of extreme weather events. Okay, so as you can see here, additionally. Okay, here the word additionally. Okay, so this is one of the linkers, right? Okay, additionally, deforestation can contribute to climate change. So it's another effect over here. In turn, worsen health problem, increasing the frequency extreme weather event. Okay, so it's about the effects again. Okay, so we have additionally here. So you know, number 29 is related to deforestation can contribute to climate change. Okay, so it's one of the clue given there. Okay, so it's related, okay, to number 29. Okay, so next one. So what about this paragraph? Okay, what is the main idea? It's about deforestation and its effect. Okay, next one. Climate change is a major environmental issue. So, climate change, okay, that far-reaching impacts on health. Rising temperatures and changing weather patterns can affect food production, leading to malnutrition and food insecurity. So, these are the effects as well being mentioned here. Okay. And then we have number 30, okay, as the fourth missing sentence. Moreover, extreme weather events such as hurricanes, floods, and heat wave, okay, can cause injuries, fatalities, and the spread of infectious diseases. So this is about the effects as well. Effects of what? Climate change. Okay, so basically it's about climate change and its effect for this particular paragraph. Okay, so do we have linkers or cohesive devices here? We have moreover. Okay, so you know already number 30 is related to the next sentence as well. Okay, so next paragraph. Exposure to hazardous chemicals and waste is another environmental health concern. Okay, so exposure to hazardous chemicals and waste. So this is the next main idea for this paragraph. Okay, so number 31 is here. Okay, another missing sentence. So these chemicals can contaminate soil, water, and air, leading to serious health problems such as poisoning and long-term disease. Okay, so here we have another demonstrative pronoun, these. Okay, so these again. So this one is referring to what? Plural, which is more than one. Okay, so these chemicals. So can you try to figure out what is the answer for number 31? Because of the word here, these chemicals. So, you know already, for number 31 here, it's about chemicals. More than one, because these chemicals. So, it's about chemicals for number 31. Okay, so from the all those 8 options, try to find sentences that relate to chemicals that can contaminate soil, water, and air, for example. So that is the big clue for number 31. Okay, next one. Proper management and disposal of hazardous waste are essential to protect public health and the environment. So this one is the conclusion for this paragraph. Okay, so basically this paragraph is about what? It's about exposure to chemicals and waste and then its effect as well. Okay, so next. last paragraph for number 32. Okay, another missing sentence. Finally, the connection between health and the environment highlights the importance of sustainable practices. So, what is the new thing here is being mentioned? So, normally, okay, when the sentence start with finally, this is about the conclusion, right? The conclusion. Okay, conclusion for this gap text. So, it highlights about sustainable practices. It's quite interesting, yeah? So, then we have number 32. By adopting environmentally friendly practices such as reducing waste, conserving water, and using renewable energy sources, we can help protect our planet and ensure a healthier future for all. Okay, as you can see for this conclusion paragraph, okay, so actually there is some practices, sustainable practices where you need to do, okay, to make sure that we can save and protect our environment, okay, and ensure a healthier future for all. Okay, for this number 32, okay, so this is about sustainable practices. Okay, so number 32 is actually related to sustainable practices because after the missing sentence, okay, in number 32, by adopting environmentally friendly practices. So this one, friendly practices, is actually referring to sustainable practices. So for number 32, you need to find the clues, something related to these sustainable practices. Okay, so let us try let us try to find the missing sentences. Okay, from number 27 up to 32. Okay, for the first one, I have mentioned, okay, earlier, okay, that you need to read the text. We have done that. And then we have identified the main idea for each paragraph. Yes, we have done that. And then we have identified the linkers, okay, the subject, the subtopic for each paragraph as well, okay. So, we have find those linkers, cohesive devices and the clues from each paragraph, settled already. Okay, so now what we have to do is, we need to find, okay, not find, okay, we need to identify the options that we have. Okay, so we have identified all the paragraph. How about the options? We need to identify them. Okay, so as you can see here, we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Okay, so for each of these options, you can see they are the main idea, okay, that being represented by each sentence. So A is about sustainable practices. Okay, so sustainable practices not only preserve environment but also enhance public health by reducing pollution and conserving natural resources. It's about saving the environment. Okay, does it ring a bell to you? Okay, it's about sustainable practices. Okay, next. This leads to the spread of diseases and parasites that were once confined to specific area. Once confined, we have parasites. Okay, so it's about an animal, right? Okay, it's about something that being released, okay, when something is happening to the forest or to the jungle, okay, being cleared by the humans, okay, irresponsible humans actually. Okay, so you know already, right, the clue. Next one, pollutants such as, pollutants. Okay, in the text before, we already read about pollutants. Okay, so you know already the answers. Okay, next one we have deforestation and toxic substances. Okay, so these are the subject that being mentioned. Okay, in the text actually. So you need to find and to locate these sentences. Okay, to its respective number of missing sentence. Next one, E. These events can lead to contamination of water supplies, destruction of home, increased incidence of disease. Okay, so it's about contamination of water supplies. So it's related to water pollution. Okay, because of water supplies, contamination. Okay, so next one, F. People who live near industrial areas are at higher risk due to exposure to various toxic substances. So various toxic substances. Okay, so as you can see here, various toxic substances, it can be related. Okay, some of the words like demonstrative pronouns. Okay, we have those, these. Okay, so it might be possible. Okay, you can locate this sentence. Okay, to that particular paragraph that has these kind of demonstrative pronouns. For example, so next one, clean water. So it's about clean water. It's essential for maintaining good health and preventing disease outbreak. So it's about clean water. Again, it's about in water pollution, right? Okay, next, polluted air. Of course, this one is related to air pollution. Contributes to global warming, harming both human health and wildlife. Okay, so now we have identified the options. Okay, so some of the sentence, okay, does ring a bell to you. Okay, and you know already, okay, for which particular paragraph it refers to. But now, we are going to go more deeper and try to be careful, okay, to choose the best sentence to fit the missing gap. So we start with number 27. So in number 27, first things first, okay, when you want to locate one of the sentences from these 8 options, you need to read before and after. So meaning to say you need to read words or phrases, okay, before the missing sentences and after the missing sentences. So for this particular number 27, you need to read one sentence before number 27. So meaning to say from here up to here. So this one is before. Okay, how about after? So after number 27, we have this one, up to this one, up to Cancer, right? So this one is after. So only read that particular sentences, 2 sentences, okay? So do not read all the paragraph because we have done already, okay? So first one. One of the primary concern is air pollution, which is caused by emission of harmful substances into the atmosphere. So it is about air pollution, okay? It's about emission of harmful substances, okay? Next, after, one sentence after the missing sentence, okay, the number 27, these pollutants, nampak tak? These pollutants. So it referring to several types of pollutants. It more than one because of the word these, demonstrative pronouns, okay? So can lead to respiratory diseases, cardiovascular problem and even cancer. Okay, so now from A up to H, which is the best answer and the best sentence that suit to number 27. Remember, it's about pollutants. These pollutants. Okay? What is the answer? So the answer is C. Okay, this one. Pollutants such as particulate matter, nitrogen oxides and sulfur dioxide can have severe health effects. So the answer is C. The answer is C. Okay, because it's referring to these pollutants. So number 27 is before. Okay, that particular clues these pollutants. So the answer is C. Pollutants such as. Okay, so after you have identified C as the answer for number 27, what you have to do is try to eliminate or try to cross or to block that particular option. Because for the next number, for number 28, okay, you need to refer to the rest of the option. Tak payah dah baca. No need to read. Okay, the option from C. Okay, so okay, I'm blocking. Okay, the answers for number 27 C. Okay, with the big and giant smiley face. Okay, so for number 28, you need to refer A, B. You skip C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, so next one. For number 28. Okay, so before and after number 28. So this is the missing sentence. So before is here and here, after is here up to here. So we are going to read from contaminated water. Contaminated water sources can lead to variety of waterborne diseases including cholera and dysentery. So for this one is the effect because of the word can lead to. Okay, so after. In many developing countries, access to clean water drinking water is still a significant challenge leading to widespread of health issues. So it's about clean drinking water. So this particular paragraph is about contaminated water and clean drinking water. So can you find the sentence that related to this one? Okay, it's about clean drinking water. It's about water, right? So, what is the answer? Is it A? Is it B? So, the answer for this one is G. Okay, so G, clean water. As you can see, so the subject here is about clean water. It's essential for maintaining good health and preventing disease outbreak. In many developing countries, access to clean drinking water is still a significant challenge. So, this is related to number 28. Okay, so the answer for this one is G. So, after this, you have to block G. Put another big smiley face there, or you can cross. Just cross the option of G. Okay, so we have settled for number 28. Next, number 29. Okay, before, after. So, we are going to read from this one. When forests are cleared, natural habitats of many species are destroyed, leading to a loss of biodiversity. Again, it's about causes. Okay, what happened to the natural habitats, right? So, next one, after, we have this one, up to this one. Additionally, deforestation can contribute to climate change, which in turn worsen health problems by increasing the frequency of extreme weather events. Okay, so for this one, we have what happens to the natural habitats, okay, the effects here. And then after that, we have deforestation contribute to climate change. Okay, so number 29 is about deforestation, right? So can you see any subject related to deforestation? Okay. What is the answer for this one? So the answer is B. Okay. So as you can see, some of you might be confused. Teacher, How about D? D is stated about deforestation as well. Okay, so let's take a look at D. Deforestation and toxic substances damage ecosystem, threaten wildlife, causing global harm. So for this one, toxic substances. So it does not mention about toxic over there. Right, it's mentioning about what happened to the natural habitats of the animals, okay, of many species, okay, that being destroyed, okay. How about B? B, this leads to the spread of diseases and parasites. So parasite is animals, okay, is that we have in the forest, for example, okay. So were once confined to specific areas. Okay, so if you cleared all the forest, okay, so it might lead to some of the effects, okay, so they can spread the diseases. Okay, so this is related to deforestation because it mentioned about natural habitats. What is happening? Okay, they are damaging the natural habitat. So the answer is B. Okay, it's not D. Okay. Clear? Okay, so block B. Okay, so for number 30, so it's either A, D, E, F and H. Okay, so next one. Okay, so for number 30, so before and after, so rising temperatures and changing with weather patterns can affect food production, leading to malnutrition and food insecurity. So this is before. After, moreover, extreme weather events such as hurricanes, floods and heat waves can cause injuries, fatalities and the spread of infectious diseases. Okay, so for this one, it is about climate change, right? So rising temperatures. It refers to rising temperatures and changing weather patterns. Okay, that can affect. So it's about the effect as well, right? Food production leading to malnutrition and food insecurity. It's about effect. And then extreme weather events such as hurricane and flood. So you need to find, okay, the missing sentence of number 30 from A, D, E, F and H. Okay, so it's about climate change, okay, rising temperature and changing weather, extreme weather. Okay, so where is it? What is the answer? Is it A? Is it D? Okay. This event can lead to contamination of water. Are you sure it's about water? So what is the answer? Okay. Water supplies. Are you sure? The event can lead to contamination of water supply, destruction of home and increased incidence of disease. Okay. So, some of you might be confused. Why the answer is E? Teacher, this is about contamination of water supplies. Okay, so this event. Okay, so because of the word this event. Okay, as you can see here, for number 30, okay, the sentence or phrases before number 30, it's mentioned about food production leading to malnutrition, food insecurity. Okay, so these three events, okay, what is happening, okay, when rising temperatures and changing weather occur. So, for number 30 is actually the effects, okay, from this event. So, this event can lead to contamination of water supplies, okay. So, after number 30, you can see there are hurricanes, floods and heat waves, okay. Heat waves, okay, heat waves, okay. So, this is about cause injury, fatalities and spread of infectious diseases. Okay, so the word infectious diseases here, okay, increase the incidence of disease. destructions of home, fatalities, okay. So hurricane and flood, okay, sure it is a destruction of homes, okay. So this is why the answer is E, okay, contamination of water supplies, okay. So that is why it cause of hurricane and flood, okay. So block the answer E. So next one. Exposure to hazardous chemicals. Okay, so that is the main idea for for this particular paragraph. So let's take a look at number 31. Okay, for number 31, okay, so this is the first sentence before. Exposure to hazardous chemicals and waste is another environmental health concern. Okay, so this is about exposure hazardous chemicals. Okay. Before, settle, and after. So these chemicals can contaminate oil, water, and air, leading to serious health problems such as poisoning and long-term disease. Okay, so that's it for after number 31. Okay, so before number 31, after number 31, these chemicals. Okay, so this is another demonstrative pronouns. Okay, so it's referring to plural form. Again, it is more than one. Okay, chemicals is being mentioned here. So where is it? Okay, it's about chemicals, right? Is it A? Is it F? Is it H? How about this one? Chemicals. Can you see? Any chemicals is being mentioned here? A? No. D? Deforestation and toxic substances. Okay. Toxic substances. But this one is about deforestation. It's not about hazardous chemical and waste. It's different, right? So how about F? People who live to near industrial areas due to exposure of various toxic substances. Okay, so which one? What is the answer for this? So the answer is F. Why? Because these chemicals can contaminate soil, water, and air. So this one, people who live near industrial areas are at higher risk due to exposure to various toxic substances. Okay. So this one, it is not D is not the answer because it is about deforestation. So this one is different. Okay, so definitely the answer is F. Okay, because of various toxic substances and what is happened to the people there. Okay, so leading to serious health problem, poisoning and long-term disease. Okay, so of course this might be occur to the person who are living there. Okay, so next one, we block F. Okay, next, for number 32. Okay, so this is the last question for gap text number 32, the last missing sentence for today. Okay, so for number 32, this is the first sentence before, right? So finally, the connection between health and environment highlights the importance of sustainable practices. Okay, so it is about a connection. So this is conclusion already. Okay, so number 32, before, settle. After, by adopting environmentally friendly practices such as reducing waste, conserving water, using renewable sources, energy sources, we can help protect our planet and ensure a healthier future for all. Okay, so for this one is about sustainable practices. So clear already for this particular paragraph. The answer is something related to the activities saving on our planet. So it's about sustainable practices, okay, because it mentioned here reducing waste, conserving water, using renewable energy sources, okay. So where is the answer for number 32? Something is about sustainable practices. Is it A? Sustainable practices not only preserve the environment but also enhance public health by reducing pollution and conserving natural resources. Okay, so we have A, we have D and H. H is about polluted air, so no. Deforestation, D. So this one is no as well. So the answer is A. Okay, so this is the answer for number 32 because it's mentioned about sustainable practices and it's the conclusion how certain practices, okay, that are going to be conducted and we are going to save our planet. Okay, so now we have settled for question number 27 up to 32. Okay, so as you can see here from this type of exercise or from this type of question, okay, you can see there are no chronological order of time. Okay, for example, from this certain year to up certain year, for example, okay. And then this is more on factual. It is not a story. But if the question is about a story, you know already what is happen next. Okay, because story you can predict. Okay, the scene, the next scene. Okay, what is going to be happen. Okay, so story is quite easy. Okay, some of the students they are hoping. Okay, that gap text. We might have some of the stories taken from the novel or magazine, for example, right? Okay, so if the question is about facts, okay, so this is what we are going to do. After you have identified the main idea, okay, you find the pronouns, okay, what is the subject, okay, for each option, okay, this option is about what, next option is about what, okay, so you know already and you can relate, okay, to the main idea of each of the paragraph. Okay, so because of the demonstrative pronouns that you have, that and these, okay, those and that, okay, so because of those demonstrative pronouns, you know already, is it a single things that being discussed or it is more than one things or events that being discussed in that particular paragraph. Okay, so please be careful. You need to identify it closely, okay, because you might be distracted by these two extra sentences, okay, that being called as distractors. Okay, so we have done here, so you know already another two distractors, okay, the extra missing sentences here is D and H. So these are the distractors. Okay, so we have done, okay, one of the sample question from SBP 2024, okay. So basically factual is quite tough, okay, but don't worry if you follow the step one by one, be careful, okay. After you have finished, okay, identifying all 6 missing sentences, reread again the text, okay. Try to figure out whether the 6 sentences really fit to that particular missing sentences or okay, to fill in the gap, okay, from number 27 up to number 32. Okay, so after you have finished doing that, okay, so hopefully, okay, we have done for part 4 gap text, okay. So I'm teacher NAZZATULSHIMA binti ZOLKIFLI. I hope all of you, okay, to do the best in your SPM 2024, okay. Good luck, okay, be the best of whatever you are. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.